Hello guys, welcome to my channel, The Wisdom of Intuition. In today's video, we're gonna take a look at what makes you shine. What is it about you that makes you shine above the rest, and what are your unique qualities that you may or may not be aware of? I hope this reading will bring a light to the amazingness of the person you really are, and to see your strengths and to really know how to show them to the world. So today you have 5 different piles from which you can choose from. And from the left to the right, those are pile 1, jade crystal. Pile 2, CHRYSOPRASE. Pile 3, calcite. Pile 4, apatite. And last but not least, hematite. Take a few seconds if needed to choose your pile. You can choose more than one pile, of course, if you feel drawn to more than just one. As always, take what resonates. This is a general reading, and I hope that you enjoy it. See you in your pile. Hi, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose this jade crystal and the vice versa tarot, which we'll be using for clarification of the oracle cards that we're going to pull a bit later. I want to start with the crystal that you chose for your reading, which is jade crystal. And I always find jade crystal to be a symbol of authenticity, of somebody who is unapologetically themselves, and somebody who doesn't allow themselves to be compliant, to be average, to be mundane. You, pile 1, are somebody that is definitely unique. You may not be unique in terms of you have this unique thing that nobody else has. Rather, you're unique in terms of you're not afraid to show who you truly are, and you're not afraid to be yourself, whatever that is and however that may look. You are somebody who really appreciates the fundamental parts of yourself, and you wish to show that to the world, and you find that living a life that is not completely aligned with who you truly are is a waste of time. So I'm definitely feeling that a lot of you in pile 1 have a lot of courage, which lacks in other people to just be themselves and not to beat themselves up because you made certain mistakes, or if you maybe done something that a lot of people don't approve, because you have the most significant appreciation and approval, and that is that you approve yourself. You have your own confirmation that you are a good person, and nothing that anybody else thinks can make you think less of yourself. And if that is the case, pile 1, that you are really blessed, because in today's world, everybody is seeking validation from outside sources, and I see that you have that validation of yourself within yourself. And you don't seek validation in other people or circumstances. You rather believe that you are worthy just by being you. And I think that is definitely a gift, a treasure that you should cherish. Good. Okay, let's pull some oracle cards for you, and then we're gonna see what messages are coming through, and then we're gonna clarify it with a tarot. First, we're gonna start with the archetype cards. So let's see what makes you shine, pile 1. What is it about you that makes you shine? Let's see. We have Don Juan. The light attribute is spotlights your positive, seductive qualities. Okay, that's quite interesting to start the reading off with. And one more. We have visionary, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. This is a promising start for you, pile 1. Okay, next we're gonna take 2 cards from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle cards. Okay, we have a few of them falling out already, but I'm gonna take only 2. I think that will be enough to see how amazing you guys are. Let's see. We have the starfish, beautiful. See, you're already shining, you're already a star. And I'm gonna take one more. We have the elephant, beautiful. Good. Okay, now we're gonna take 2 cards from Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. What makes you shine, pile 1? We have Sanat Kumara, light activation. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Beautiful. And one more. We have Commander Ashtar, call to action. Take charge, lead by example, and walk your talk. Okay, good. Everything fits into the frame. So I think we're gonna pull from another deck as well. This is the healing cards, the conspiracy deck. These cards are amazing. If you're into psychology or maybe NLP, definitely these cards can be quite helpful. So if you'd like to get them, I don't know where you can actually get them. I think you can get them online. I stumbled upon them by accident and I'm really glad I bought them. They're not so famous and maybe you can find it on Amazon. I don't know. I'm gonna link, I'm gonna put the description, the name of the cards so you can look it up later if you're interested. So what makes you shine, pile 1? We have angelic intervention. Wow, that's beautiful. What else? We have celestial speed up. We have perfect immunity. Oh my God, you're getting such positive cards from this deck. And one more. We have learning. Amazing. Okay, pile 1. Let's start with the first 2 cards that came out for you. So we have Don Juan, which I feel that perfectly aligns with the jade crystal here, which tells me that you being yourself, to have the freedom to be yourself, is incredibly alluring. And with the starfish here, I also feel that you come off to people as somebody who is so sure of themselves and so full of self-respect that nobody can stay unafflicted by that. I feel that you just sweep people off their feet by your presence, by your comfortness with being in your own skin, with acceptance of who you truly are, with all of strengths and weaknesses that you have. And it is amazingly beneficial for you because a lot of people find you attractive. Whether you are good looking or not so attractive, it doesn't really matter because your personality shines through so much, and it may fill up any voids or imperfectness that you feel that you may have physically, and it really doesn't affect the level of attractiveness that you have to and everything that who you are truly inside is so perfectly amazing that leaves nobody is just unaffected by this, because you have such good energy that lights people up. And with the starfish, I especially feel that because you are so unique in your own way that you feel so uplifting to a lot of people. you're not stuck up or cocky. I don't feel that energy from you. You're just so confident in yourself that everybody feels lighter and uplifted when you're around them. And with the visionary card, I feel that you are somebody who can really see further than most people can. And that's especially because you are free to be yourself and you're not blocked or affected by some things that people usually are stumbling upon, like not being sure of themselves, lacking compassion, or maybe lacking the feeling of connectedness to their surroundings. You don't have those problems, because when you see other people, you see how they get caught up in feeling like they don't have everything that it takes to be successful. And you are just free from that. You are certain of yourself. And with this elephant, definitely I see that you know that you can overcome any obstacle that comes your way. You have this self-assurance that you can deal with anything that comes your way. And this is what makes you stand out, because you see the end goal. You see the goal that you set for yourself, which is much higher and broader in perspective to what other people have, because they're primarily focused on, I can't get there because of this, this, and this. And you are focused on, I'm gonna get there and I'm gonna do this and this and this. So you are focused on the solution, whereas other people are focused on the problems, and that's why they can't see so wide as you can. And that's why you have the visionary here, because you see the bigger picture and you don't get caught up in small problems that just get you entangled and keep you stuck at one place. And again, I'm telling, with the elephant, I get this Ganesha vibes, if you know who Lord Ganesha is. So it's the destroyer of obstacles. And Lord Ganesha is actually one of my favorite personalities, because it is so light, it is so funny, it is humorous in the way that it deals with obstacles. It just removes them by being happy and joyful, and not really get into the faithlessness of, why is this here? Why can't I surpass this? Rather, the Lord Ganesha just looks at it and makes a joke about it, and it takes it as lighthearted, and that's why it gets past those obstacles. And that's where I see you here. You don't get stuck on the problems or obstacles, you just go through them like they're nothing. And this is what makes it easy for you to be in your own skin as well, because you have this power to make any problem small, and other people just make it bigger. With the Sanat Kumara here with the light activation, I see that you are somebody who really can't go by unnoticeable. Okay, so you are somebody who is immediately noticed by everyone when you walk into the room. Whether it's your charisma or just your self-assurance, it doesn't really matter, because wherever you show up, everybody has their focus on you. You just shine. I know this, the title of this video, what makes you shine, but you are literally shining. Your energy is amazing. And with the starfish, again, there's the star, a double confirmation that you are just a beam of light. And everybody feels like sucked into that, and they cannot focus on anything else because you are so predominant in that energy. And I feel that a lot of people look up to you. And with this Commander Ashtar, I feel that you are somebody who does set a good example for a lot of people, and a lot of people do look up to you, and that's why you need to walk your talk. So whatever you do in life, do it from the place of authenticity that you do so well. And don't really, don't get caught up in whether you should do something differently, or maybe you should make people see how you're doing things in a different way, or maybe you try to explain to them how you did that. Just do what you do. and allow people to come to you, to ask you questions. Don't try to tell them, I'm doing this, so maybe you should try this as well. Let them come to you when they're ready, and when they're ready to hear your message. And then your way of life will be definitely an example, and you'll probably put the first footsteps for those people to follow towards their own authenticity. So just keep doing you. And I feel at some point you will probably be called to teach those people how to get to your position, how to find their authenticity, how to connect to themselves better so that their lives would be better as well. So I feel like you could take a model role, not so much as a teacher. I don't feel it quite as a teacher here. I feel it more like a role model. People will aspire to become you, and you will get the chance to talk about it and maybe give a few tips and tricks how to become this person that you already are. So not so much as in teaching, but rather as a model to follow, to become somebody like you someday. With the angelic intervention and celestial spirit, I feel that you are so well supported to keep walking the path you're on. And with the perfect immunity, I feel that your surrounding is so supportive of you becoming even more you in whatever aspect of your life. Whether it's business, whether it's your love life, whether it's health, or just your hobbies. Maybe you want to travel. So whatever it is, whatever comes to mind, I feel you are supported to walk that path exactly the way you want to walk it, to be your true self. And you will get a lot of learning through that process. And still, I feel that you are somebody who gets to new places, who gets to learn new knowledges and have new experiences each week, maybe each day. You're somebody who really enjoys life to the fullest. And that is merely because you have the courage to follow your own inner voice, to be yourself, no matter what that means, and no matter what consequences may come out of that. You're perfectly fine with accepting whatever comes, just for you to be able to be entirely true to yourself. Okay, let's see some additional information from tarot. What makes you shine? What makes you shine, Pile One? What do we need to know? We have the Queen of Pentacles, but it is in reverse. What else? No, sorry, the Queen of Pentacles, it's in the upright. I always get this deck wrong. I don't know why. It's made in a certain way that doesn't really seem logical, but never mind. We have the Eight of Wands, but in reverse. Now I'm definitely sure it's in reverse. What else? What makes you shine? We have the Page of Wands upright. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, just gonna move this a bit. What else? What makes you shine, Pile One? We have the World upright. We have the King of Pentacles. And one more. We have the Six of Swords, but in reverse. Okay, we're gonna start with the Queen of Pentacles here, because what I'm getting by it is that you're so sure of your position. There's not a single seed of doubt about whether you should be on this path or not. And that's usually what happens when you tune into yourself and your authenticity, and you are sure that this is the way to go and there is no other path or way that you should take rather than this one. Because this is being true to yourself. And that is why you always get something out of it. You get things a lot easier than other people. Even though initially it might not have been easy for you to decide to walk along this path, to be your true self. But after you've done that for a while and became a bit more sure of yourself, that everything will turn out fine, then you get this incredible self-confidence that every part of your life will be perfectly aligned, exactly because you are always listening to yourself, to your inner voice. And that is why you always get something good out of everything. And with the Eight of Wands in reverse, I'm getting, I already mentioned that, but I feel like this is emphasized here. You're not the one that will follow trends. You're not the one that will be one of many. You are not the one that is just, you're like a black sheep, but not in a bad way. You're just different, but not that you are doing something wrong. It's just you have decided not to be average, not to do what everybody else is doing. And that is why you are making noise. That is why you are being seen and appreciated and recognized, because you had the audacity, you had the courage to actually step out of the comfort zone that most people live in and be true to yourself and really make a difference. And this is what people notice about you. You are very brave in their eyes, and you have the courage that they aspire to have. With the Page of Wands here, I see that you are always blessed with inspiration. You are always blessed with something new to do, something new to learn, something new to experience. We already saw that here. And I feel that this will be something that will never fade, because your inner voice is without borders. It doesn't have a finite amount. It's infinite. And that's why, because you're tapped into your inner guidance and inner voice, you will always get everything you need. You will always get the right inspiration to do something, to be able to provide yourself with something, whether it's money, whether it's love, whether it's friendships, new jobs. You will get that because you will be called to action, called to do. Like it says here, you will be called to action to know what to do. Your inner voice will guide you. And it will always lead you to success. You will always get to the end of the path. And you will always complete whatever you start. And then you'll get a new idea and go through the process all over again. And that's why you will accomplish a lot in your life. And we see that with the King of Pentacles here. You will be established if you're not already established. You will definitely be somebody who will be sitting on their throne, sure of themselves and their position, and they know that they are unshakable. And I feel that this is something that you're never gonna step down from, and it's a good thing. Because this works really well for you and for your life. It brings amazing results, and at the same time it brings you joy. And it is something that is perfectly fine for you to stay in that energy. So there's no need to move away or move forward from it as long as it serves you. And it really does serve you here, Pile 1. This is your reading, Pile 1. It was actually pretty amazing, and I would really like to get to know you guys. So if this resonated with you, please let me know down in the comments, what is it that you actually do? What makes you stand out so much from the crowd? Because I prefer people like that. I like to know what makes you tick. I like to know what is it that made you decide to do what you're doing, and just maybe let other people know that they can also do it. Be the one that will lead by example. Even just one comment on the video can actually motivate somebody to start changing their lives in this sort of way. Thank you, Pile 1. I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Crystal CHRYSOPRASE and the Everyday Witch Tarot. We're gonna pull a few oracle cards and then we're gonna see what the messages want to come out for you guys, and then we're gonna pull from the tarot to get further clarification. But first we're gonna start with the crystal you chose, and what I'm getting from it right off the bat is that you have such an emotional depth. You're somebody who has probably had a lot of painful experiences in your life, which actually brought you closer to your deep-rooted emotions. And I feel that you have found your vulnerability and you have found a way to be vulnerable towards others without feeling like there is a threat or that somebody will hurt you, and that you are somebody who can express their emotions quite easily. It probably wasn't easy in the past, but I feel like all the experiences that you've had has taught you that it's worth being honest, it's worth showing how you feel. It's better than stuffing everything down. And I feel that that is something a lot of people admire about you, your willingness to express your emotions and the freedom to express them as well, of course. And I feel that this is a trait of yours that a lot of people aspire to having, and not many can actually acquire it easily. So this is definitely something that I feel about you, Pile 2, which is very applauding. So congratulations. Okay, let's start with the oracle cards. First, we're going to pull from the archetype cards. We're going to take 2 to see what makes you shine, Pile 2. We have the trickster, transcendent conventions, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. Good. I always like the trickster. It's actually a fun word as well, trickster. And what else? We have Don Juan spotlights your positive, seductive qualities. This is actually something the Pile 1 also had. So if you were drawn to Pile 1 as well for some reason, maybe you should check it out. Okay, next we're gonna pull from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle cards. What makes you shine, Pile 2? What makes you shine? We have the zebra. Interesting. And one more. We have the mouse. Then we're going to pull 2 more from the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. We have faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm. Trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. Such a beautiful card. It definitely speaks about your emotions and how you perceive others, but we're going to get to that a bit later after we pull the cards. And then we have Shanika, sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. And we're gonna pull from another deck, which is actually a deck that totally blew my mind after I got it. It is the Healing Cards, the Conspiracy deck. That's what it's called. I'm gonna put in the description box the name of it. I don't know where you can buy it. I actually stumbled upon it. So if anybody likes it, try to find it. Probably on Amazon, I hope. But let's see, what makes you shine, Pile 2? What makes you shine? We have fear. What else? Okay. We have feeling unwanted. Fits perfectly to your situation. What else? What else for Pile 2? Commitment. And one more. We have enlightenment. Amazing. Okay, pile 2. So first, what we see for you here is that you're not somebody who will show some predictable behavior. And with predictable behavior, I definitely feel like it refers to emotional expressions, which I talked about earlier. So when everybody feels they have to follow some type of convention, to follow some etiquette that you really don't have to abide to, you are definitely the first one that will act out of those borders and those frames that somebody placed as normal or expected, and you will be the one that will pierce through it with a lot of emotional depth, with sincerity and with clarity, which is what I see with the mouse here. You will go into such details, into such depth of a certain topic, to really go down to the nitty-gritty, and nobody can stay within those boundaries that somebody else put. So you basically pull people in to look into themselves a bit deeper and get some better understandings of why certain things are happening and why they feel the way they feel. With Don Juan here, that your positive seductive qualities have to do with your emotional sincerity. That's what I'm getting right away. So because you're so emotionally open, everybody feels that they can connect to you a lot easier. And because you have such a detail-oriented mind, you can always pick up what that person needs. You are probably either a good listener or just somebody who understands body language and psychology quite well. If you've never studied anything about it, you're just natural about it, okay? You have a natural talent with it. The thing with the mouse here is that sometimes when you get so deep into it, not all people are ready to dive so deep. But it doesn't really matter, because you have the zebra energy here, which is so very precious, so unique and so uplifting to a lot of people, that if you take people into those depths, they're not going to feel as burdened or as threatened as they would usually feel if they were talking this way with some other people. So I feel you create this very relaxing atmosphere and some safe space for people to just be able to turn everything into a lighthearted conversation, even though you're going really deep into the nitty-gritty. So I feel that is quite a talent pile 2. Not everybody, I mean, almost nobody can do that, okay? So you're definitely talented in that way. You are somebody who is very fashionable, and what I mean by that is that you are not afraid to show that emotional depth, and it really makes people look up to you. You're kind of a trendsetter in that way, and a lot of people would like to have the easiness that you have while you express yourself. And I feel that you should definitely in the future, when you start conversing with people, definitely pay attention to their body language and how they change, how they open up to you when you start talking in this lighthearted way. And then it will be much easier to take them into details and into really deep stuff if you kind of work around it, that they don't really understand that you are using a distraction with a lighthearted conversation to take them even deeper. So it will be kind of a safe place for them to really open up and to feel that you are somebody trustworthy. But I feel that you already have that really, really good in your abilities. So you are somebody who already has that covered, definitely. With the fate here, with the humanity and benevolence, I feel that you are somebody who will always look beneath the surface. You are somebody who will always try to find the meaning behind somebody's words or somebody's actions. You will not automatically blame somebody or judge somebody, they are that way or they are not the way they should be. You will always try to find a deeper reason, a deeper understanding why somebody is behaving the way they are, and try to give them acceptance and understanding. And this is definitely a quality in you, pal, too, that is very much needed in today's world, because today all people do is judge themselves. And I feel that with a bit more understanding on why somebody is acting the way they are acting, we can get a lot further with making this place better for us all. Because when we understand that everybody is actually doing their best with what they have and where they are, you notice that they are also hurt as well. They also feel less than. They also feel that they lack something. And if you approach them with that understanding and acceptance that they are fine the way they are, they start to open up and really act better, because you gave them acceptance when nobody else did. And this is what you do, pal, too. This is what actually makes you shine, because you have the audacity to be honest, to be emotionally vulnerable, that a lot of people are escaping from. They are afraid of opening up because they will seem weak to other people. And you have definitely surpassed that. You know that your emotions only make you stronger, that your truth only makes you more valuable. Even if that's maybe a stupid thing to say, because you are valuable nevertheless, but you definitely feel that it is more reasonable and more satisfying to actually be true to your emotions, to express them, rather than live some sort of lie. With the Shanika here, the sacred self, I feel that you are called to express your gifts even more. That everything you have here is definitely a very good foundation for you to become somebody who works with people on an everyday basis. Whether you should become a psychologist, or maybe an NLP coach, or just maybe do some energy healing, whatever feels that is your path, I feel that you should be helping people reach their emotional depths, and how to accept themselves with all those emotions, and to see that those are not weaknesses, but those are their strengths, and that is what makes them a human being. And if you still haven't gone down that path, I think this reading is definitely a sign that this is something you're called to do, if you feel like this is a way that you should do it. But if you feel that you should do something else, the job that you're doing could be anything, but the way that you're doing your job will be definitely unique, because you will be giving a safe space to everybody around you, and that is what actually will make you stand out from everybody else who will do the same job as you. So think about it, how to, if you're not already in that profession, see how you can make yourself expressed within these qualities more in your profession. Then we have fear and feeling unwanted. This fits perfectly with your pile, and it's because I felt that you have been this way in the past. You have felt a lot of fears and doubts. You have felt unwanted by many people. And at some point, you finally realize that it's not something you should be ashamed of the feelings you have. It's something that you should work through and see what they're trying to tell you. What are they teaching you? And what are they pointing you at? And I feel that at some point you really dealt with the emotional aspect of your being, and you finally reached a point in your life when you could have a proper relationships that are healthy, whether it's love relationships, business relationships, family relationships, friendships, whatever. You found your balance, your emotional balance, and how to really nurture your relationships. And this is when I really see you shine and thrive through the relationships. And that's why I'm telling you, whether you will work with people as a coach or you will do some sort of other profession, do it in a manner that you nurture relationships, that you connect, you build a network of people, because that is where you shine the most, pal, too. And with this enlightenment, I see that you are steady and unshakable in your emotional truthfulness. Nothing can shake you, nothing can bring you down, because you are so sure of who you are and what you feel, and that is all right, that nobody can bring you down, pal, too. Okay, let's pull some tarot to see a bit more information on what makes you shine, pal, too. What makes you shine? We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Swords. We have Two of Pentacles. Just let me check if you, of course, it's out of frame. Sorry, guys. I'll fix that in a second. Okay. What else? The Nine of Pentacles. What makes you shine, pile, too? We have the Six of Cups. Again, relationships. I'm telling you guys, if you're still not doing anything about it, I think this is your cue, your sign from the universe. And we have the Ace of Cups. I'm definitely seeing that a lot of you who chose pile 2 are gonna be amazing coaches and amazing people who work with other people's problems. So you will be definitely like a teacher or a motivational speaker or whatever. I don't know. It really, there are so many possibilities that you can choose from, but I see that you are somebody who will uplift people, nurture them, like you will parent them in some way, like give them everything they are lacking to enable them to live their fullest life. This is what I'm getting from you, pal, too, and it's amazing. It's really amazing. So we have the Page of Pentacles here, which tells me that a lot of you have invested a lot in your life, in yourself, to be able to be this way. And I feel that the investment will eventually bring you a lot of wealth. And I do mean financial wealth as well. So when you put your talents in to work, to really shine through the way you work with people, I feel that you will get a lot of success. Because with the Seven of Swords here, you're not somebody who will go stabbing other people in the back. You will approach people with open hands. You will not have a trick up your sleeve. You will not be the trickster in the traditional sense when you try to trick people. You will approach them in quite the opposite way. You will approach them with truthfulness, and it will be a shock at first. People will be untrustworthy at first, but you will continue to stand in your position. And sooner or later, they will see that there is nothing to gain or lose. There is not a risk here if they collaborate with you. They feel like this is a win-win situation. They will eventually start to see it. And they will see that you are somebody who wants to enrich other people's lives because you have enriched yours. And you want to share that. And with the Six of Cups, I already said it, it's relationships. You do so well with relationships because of your emotional stability. And this is something you should focus on. This is your gift. And with the Ace of Cups, you have your cup full. You are enlightened. You have everything you need. And you know that it's already spilling because you have so much. And you're at the point here And I'm again gonna say it, pile 2. You're at the point that you're ready to share with other people, to help them fill their cup as well, to love themselves just the way they are and help them enrich their lives. So definitely, I see you guys working with people, and if you still haven't started, do whatever it takes, learn whatever skill it takes, and start doing that. I'm so happy to be able to do this reading for you, pile 2. This is such an amazing pile. I hope you liked it as well, and I hope that I see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile 3. You chose the Calcite and the Art Nouveau Tarot. So we're gonna pull a few oracle cards to see what messages wants to come through to you, and then we're gonna clarify it with the tarot. But first, we're gonna have a few messages for you from this Calcite here. So immediately, pile 3, when I took the cards and took the crystal, I totally got the song, I'm walking on sunshine, wow, because that's what I see. You are like a sunshine to other people's lives. You are such a radiant energy. You really shine, and all of this yellow here just emphasizes the message for me here, that you are really a positive force. And wherever you show up, people really light up. Their faces light up. You bring a smile to their faces. And however you do that, you do it so naturally. You don't even have to try. This is a part of your personality. You're just so optimistic, so enthusiastic, and so happy and joyful. And it is your true nature. You don't have to force any of it, which is so, so amazing. And I feel like you can brighten the day of even the worst feeling person, okay? Whatever has happened to the person, if you came up to them, everything will feel and look brighter. This is your superpower, pile 3. This is what makes you shine, literally, okay? Literally what makes you shine. We're gonna start with the archetype cards. So what makes you shine, pile 3? We have the priest. Facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy, and this is probably why I got the sunshine. You see it here. I feel like this is the sun, and I'm gonna get into that later, but definitely I feel that you are very well connected to spirit, and this is where you draw the energy from. It's not that you draw it from your limited resources, you draw it from the infinite, from God, from universe, and that's why you have it so much, and that's why you express it so easily, because you know that you have an abundance of it. It's infinite within you because it goes through you to other people. It's like an exchange, and it's so amazing to see this card here. I'm just gonna leave it here. I'm gonna get into that a bit later, but I feel this is quite a big thing because you are connected to your soul, and that is why you shine from inside. Let's see what else. What makes you shine, pile 3? We have the addict. Helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior, of course, because you shed a light to everything. Nothing can stay in the dark when you're around. Then we're gonna we're gonna start with the wild unknown animal spirit. And I have to tell you that I just got a lot of energy since I started doing your pile. With the first 2 pile was a bit more chill, more calm, and immediately when I started your pile, I feel like somebody plugged me in, okay, and I got a lot of energy. That's probably how you feel to other people as well. Let's see what else. Okay, we have 2. We're looking for 2 only. We have turtle, and we have the bear. Again, the sun. This is so significant for you, pile 2. So significant, Maybe your name is Luciella or Lucella or something that means the sun. That will be quite interesting if that is also synchronicity. Please let me know down in the comments if somebody is named Luciella or Lucella or something similar. Then we're gonna pull from the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. What makes you shine, pile 3? We have Kali Ma, facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Beautiful. One more. What makes you shine? Pile 3. We have Holy Amethyst, Divine Alchemy. Move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. Again, the sun is very much a young energy. So yin and yang, the masculine, the focused, the goal-oriented energy. But again, we'll get into that a bit later. And we're going to pull from Healing Cards, the Conspiracy deck. This is not so well-known deck. I actually bought it by accident, if there is such a thing. I haven't seen it anywhere except in that one little shop that I usually buy my cards from. So if you're interested, I'm gonna put the name of the cards in the description box so you can look it up. Okay, let's see. What makes you shine? Pile 3. What else we need to know here? We have Heaven and Earth. Again, a lot of sun. What else? Okay, 2. We have Centering, and right underneath the Priest. Probably a lot of you are into spirituality or are very religious, but you understand the teachings. You're not just religious to follow dogmas blindly. You really understand the meanings behind it. But again, we're gonna get to that. We have the Ego's Doom. That's interesting. And one more. We have Betrayal. Okay. Such a beautiful pile 3. So, as I already said, I feel you are connected to a higher intelligence, to your soul, to God, to universe, however you want to call it. There is something higher that is talking and doing through you, and this is why you have such an amazing effect on other people. With the centering here, some of you might do yoga or maybe other spiritual practices, or just are really enmeshed in your religion and religious teachings, and you have learned from the best, from the ones that actually truly understand the scriptures and the meanings behind the sentences that are written in them. And you are somebody who has this knowledge that is hidden in plain sight in front of all other people who are blind to see it. And I feel like maybe some of you are into Hermeticism, so you know Hermetic principles and you understand the way the life works, and you use that knowledge of the laws that this universe was created on to really benefit not only you but people around you. With the turtle here, I feel that you're an ancient soul. That's somebody who has had lives and decades and centuries and epochs of experiences. And I feel that you've come here to really show people that heaven and earth is a state of being, that it's not a place that you go after you die. It's a state of being which somebody can reach right now in this very moment. So that's why you have the addict here as well, because you help recognize and confront addictive behavior. So addictive behaviors would be something that will lead a person into hell on earth rather than heaven on earth. And you are here to shed a light on that and show them that there is another way, that things can be better and different and more joyful in their lives. But it is necessary to get out of the cage of their ego. They need to see wider and broader than they're currently seeing, because they feel entrapped in their addictions, or maybe just addictive behaviors, or just circumstances that feel very restricting. And then you, with your energy, you come and just shed a light on that and show them it doesn't have to be that way. There is a different way. There's a different path. I know how. If you want to know how to walk that path, you're welcome to ask. I feel that a lot of you are maybe spiritual teachers, or just very aspiring students who will one day become spiritual teachers to many. And if that is not something that resonates with you, then you're just somebody who has deep knowing of the laws of universe without even understanding why it is happening and how you're doing it. But you're just so natural at it that you affect your community in the same way that spiritual teachers affect them. And with the bear here, I feel like you've had a slump in your life, a period where you were very much disconnected, like very opposite from centering here and from disconnectedness. And precisely because of that, you were able to learn how to connect, because you were so disconnected and you were finding your way out of it. You probably went through a tough phase in your life that really knocked you down, and you found your way to lift yourself up, especially with the betrayal here. So you were betrayed by somebody, whether it was your partner or your parent or your friend or your business partner, a colleague. This betrayal was actually a blessing in disguise, because through this betrayal, you found your way back to yourself, and you found your way to connect with something higher than yourself. The higher intelligence that now allows you to be in this joyful energy that you have. And with the connectedness that you now have, you are definitely spreading the knowledge and that way of life to other people as well. With Kalima, we have definitely spiritual changes that are unfolding. And I feel that even though you're already in this identity of somebody who is very spiritual and who can be a great teacher to many, I feel that there's a lot more possibilities and a lot more opportunities and just a lot more potential that you can show to people. And I feel that through time, as you keep living in this identity, you will become even more influential. You will have more reach to maybe more people, or maybe get to more depths with them than they are ready to go now. And with this holy amethyst, with this divine alchemy, I feel, like I already said, this young energy, this sun energy, so the divine masculine, the father energy, is very goal-oriented. It's focused on achievement, and it's focused on building a structure of something that can work, that can give results, that is productive. And I feel that you might even be building a small community for some of you, a small community for people who wish to know the deeper meaning of life. Some of you may even start their own, I wouldn't say cult, because that has a bad notion to it. Like, you're not gonna steep into the cult. you're just gonna be a teacher that will empower people, and you will show them like an alternative to today's way of living. Maybe you will buy a farm and then start growing your vegetables, and maybe have some students over, and then we'll start helping, do some karma yoga. And with that, you will maybe build like an alternative community to the ones that we have today. And through that, you will be very influential. And I feel that this is where you shine, pile 3. Let's look at tarot because we've taken so many oracle cards that I feel like if I start taking out tarot, we're just gonna get the same messages. But let's see anyway. What makes you shine? Pile 3. We have the Queen of Swords. What else? We have a 4 of Pentacles. We have the Devil. Okay, right underneath the heaven and earth. Sorry, I need to just move this a bit. I should be getting a new table soon. So I hope it will be much better and it will be a lot easier for you guys to see. So we have the Devil right under the heaven and earth, which is so interesting. What else? We have the Temperance. Amazing. 2 major arcanas for you. We have the 6 of Pentacles. And one more. We have the 7 of Wands. So what I'm getting here is that you are somebody who, with the Queen of Swords, somebody who looks at the system as it's currently organized and see all the faults and all the holes and everything that is not really working. And you want to break free from the rules, from the law that is pretty much restricting, and it's basically in a way affecting a lot of people not to be able to connect themselves with higher intelligence. I mean, everybody can actually connect themselves, whether the system is organized in one way or another. That is not actually such a determining factor, but it kind of is, because I feel like you cannot really do everything you want to do in the system as it's currently organized. So your teachings are kind of threatening the system, and it's really questioning the fundamental beliefs that the system is built on. And with your centering and connecting to divine truth is actually shaking the system. And that is why you want to move out of it. You will probably have your own little community that will be based on different beliefs, on different values and different priorities. And that's why I'm seeing you in the future, like you will be in charge of your own little community that will work and function on totally different terms than the community today works on. And with the 4 of Pentacles here, I feel that you should be somebody who really keeps the most treasurable knowledge to themselves, and that you really choose who you're gonna share that knowledge with, because if it comes to the wrong hands, they might misuse it. And I feel you have a lot of responsibility here with that, which makes it even more amazing that you are somebody who can be so lighthearted about how you present yourself to other people, and at the same time be so very reserved about who you let into your inner circle to learn more about the knowledge you have. And I feel that you have this energy of the old mystics, they only let a chosen few to get into their circle and learn the crafts, learn the knowledge. And this is exactly what you're doing. With the devil here, again, it goes perfectly with heaven on earth or hell on earth. You were in both. You went through hell and you found how to connect yourself to higher intelligence, and you experienced the heaven on earth. And if we talk about polarities, which our world is based on, you cannot know cold if you don't know what hot is, and vice versa. You cannot know what hot is unless you know what cold is. And that is why you are able to teach this to others, because you've been in the opposite direction. You've had your hell on earth and you surpassed it. You moved from it. You rose above it. And now you're in the heaven of earth. And that's where you are most qualified to help people recognize that this is a choice. And that they don't have to wait until they die to go to heaven or go to hell. They can make the choice today. And with the temperance here, I feel that you found a perfect balance between how much you spend your time in spirituality and how much time you spend in the material world. That's what I see with the temperance here. You're really taking your time to bring yourself in balance, to really be able to express yourself from the divine. And that's why you have such an amazing energy, pile 3. With the ego's doom and the 6 of Pentacles, I'm definitely seeing that you have learned that it's not about the material things, so you're not materialistic, but you have a good balance of why the material world is important, but it should not be put on a pedestal or in front of the spiritual world, because in the end there's only spiritual world, and the part of the spiritual world is manifested through the physical. And you have the realization that if you give to others, you're not losing anything. You're not lacking anything. And I see you doing that with your knowledge. Your wealth is your knowledge, and it will always bring you an abundance, whether it's in physical form or emotional form or spiritual form. Because you have this knowledge, you are forever blessed, and you are able to help the beggars. And the beggars are the ones that are entangled in their problems and can't see the bigger picture. Again, I see you in this teacher or just spiritual teacher identity that fits you so perfectly. And with the 7 of Wands here, I feel you had your ups and downs, and now you are perfectly ready to fight, not really fight, but stand your ground for what you believe in, what you know to be true. And nobody can shake that. Nobody can make you move, because you know your truth, you have the understandings, and you know how to put your knowledge into action. And it doesn't matter what other people think. It doesn't matter, because those who will recognize you in your truth will be led into the small circle, into the chosen few. And to them, you will pass your knowledge to. Pile 3, this ended up to be such a deep reading. I feel like you're gonna really be influential one day, if you're not already. And in those spiritual circles, you will definitely be a known name. And just keep doing that, because I feel you have a lot to show and a lot to teach people. Thank you for being here, and hope to see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile 4. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Apatite and the New Era Elements Tarot. We're gonna choose a few oracle cards, and then we're gonna clarify with the tarot. But first we're gonna see what messages want to come through for you from this apatite stone. So what I'm getting here, pile 4, is that you have an amazing intuition. Maybe some of you are even clairvoyant, or we can even call it psychic. So you may have some premonitions or just a strong feeling of knowing what's gonna happen, or knowing what's underneath the surface without even having to ask or dig or research about it. So you have this sixth sense, your sixth chakra, which is so opened and so connected, and it's working for you incredibly. And I feel like you have all the information that you need, and you can get it by simply listening to your inner voice. It's coming through for me so clearly that you really have a gift, because this pile 4 is a gift. To be able to be connected to your intuition in such extent is definitely a rarity in today's world. My channel is called Wisdom of Intuition, and I feel like I have a special connection with you, pile 4, because I feel that you are the same type of person as I am. Somebody who has worked on your sixth chakra, on developing your intuition and really building the faith that your intuition will not take you into the wrong place, and that your intuition always knows what's best, and that have faith and to be assured that your intuition will not let you down. This was a lesson that I learned a while ago, maybe a long time ago, but I feel that you guys are even a step higher in terms of really getting some pictures, some visuals, some sentences, some voices. I feel like you have a gift, like a proper clairvoyant psychic gift, pile 4, and that is what makes you shine. But let's dive deep a bit, because we don't want to leave it at the surface. We're gonna take 2 cards from the archetype cards to see what makes you shine, pile 4. What do we need to know? We have Advocate, inspires you to put compassion into action. And one more. We have Companion, loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna take 2 cards from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle cards. What makes you shine, pile 4? We have the Bear. Interesting. We had that in pile 3 as well. They were also quite connected to the divine, which might be a connection between these 2 piles. And the Mouse. We had that in pile 2, I think. Then we're going to take 2 cards from the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. What makes you shine, pile 4? We have Gaia, Earth Connection. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth and stay grounded. I feel that a lot of you in pile 4 could be empaths and really take on other people's emotions and states, which makes it a bit hard for you to be grounded, but we'll take a look at that a bit later. We have Kutumi, Cloak of Wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. This definitely ties in perfectly with the intuition. You already know everything. You have the answers inside of you. You just have to listen, right? And we'll take 4 cards from this amazing deck that I stumbled upon accidentally. It's called Healing Cards, the Conspiracy deck. It's not something you would find very easily, but if somebody is interested, I'm gonna name the cards in the description so you can look it up. It's perfect for some of you who are into psychology and who want to understand the deepest motivations and fears of people. This deck has it all, so look it up if you're interested. We have self-value. We have communication. What else? We have denial. And one more. We have freeing the will. Interesting. So we're gonna start with advocate. There's compassion here, which definitely is something that I got from here as well, and from this card here. A lot of you are empaths. To be an empath and to have compassion is totally two different things. I don't see it as bad for you to be an empath, but I feel that your compassion could maybe be shown a bit more, because if you're an empath, you will take other people's emotions onto you and you will be greatly affected by them. And it's probably one of the things that is so unique about you, because you are so, like I already said, psychic. So you can really step into somebody else's shoes and really experience what the person is going through. And this is why you have such compassion. This is why you are so good with other people. You can connect to them quite easily. And we have communion here underneath that, which tells me that you are such a beautiful soul, that you are so willing to help everybody. And you're very gentle, very nurturing to other people. And with this earth connection here, I also feel this nurturing, that you are so very giving because you understand other people, because you have like an insight into their mind, into their emotional and mental being. And you really get into the nitty-gritty, into detail on why this person is that way, and you have such understanding for them. And that is why you have a lot of people around you. You have a lot of companions, even the ones who are not so good to you, who are not treating you as well as you deserve. But because you are so unselfish, and because you see into other people's souls rather than in their ego or the way that they present themselves to you, you have compassion for them as well. And I feel that you're really somebody who has gone through a lot. I mean, I said that to two other piles as well, but I feel for you that you have been through a lot of pain and some hard moments, and you were lacking compassion from other people. And those moments were your teachers, that you should never be without compassion to other people, because you know how hard it was for you. And then when you finally came to the position that you can be compassionate to others, you are so willing to be that way with them, because you don't want others to feel the way you felt. And it is pretty remarkable, pile 4. It is. Just be mindful of what that might do to you, because with this grounding here, I feel that you are really giving yourself, maybe even a bit too much. You're so you're so selfless, okay, that it might become an imbalance at times. I do have to say that. I never mentioned any of this stuff to the other groups because I feel it wasn't so necessary for them to hear. But for you, you should really be mindful of how much of yourself you're giving, because people are just gonna take. If you give them a finger, they're gonna take the whole hand. So just be mindful of that, pile 4. I know you have good intentions, I know you want to help, but sometimes it's okay not to be so selfless, not to endanger yourself. So that is the bottom line. Be selfless if that's what you want, but be mindful of when that selflessness becomes harmful for you. It's just a little warning, just a little reminder for those of you who need to hear that. Otherwise, we have the cloak of wisdom, which I already told you. You have the answers. You know everything. You are the one who always speaks with wisdom. If anybody asks your advice, you will be the one who will know how to answer it correctly and precisely for that person in particular. Because you're so oriented on the details, you're so focused on that person that came to you, and you can very well connect to them because of your psychic abilities, because of your compassion. You can really walk in their shoes. And that's why when you give them advice, it's custom tailored to their needs. This is what makes you shine. You always know what to say because you can be in their shoes, live in their skin, and know how it is to be them. And that's why you're such a good companion, because you really are pile 4. With the self-value here, and I really want you to look at this picture because it's very interesting. From your 3rd chakra, so where the self-value is actually placed. So the way that you perceive yourself through action, through relating to other people. And this is why this person is shining through the 3rd chakra toward other people. I feel that you want to make everybody feel like they matter, like they're valued, that they're good enough, because that is something that you've struggled with in the past, and you found your worth, and now you want to share that with everybody else. And again, I do have to warn you here, when you start giving so much without proper balance, without grounding, you will start to deplete yourself, and that is not the point. Maybe you should look pile number 3, because they have a perfect balance of how to be this ray of light to other people without depleting their own energy. Because I feel that is a warning that I should state here, because you're currently, the way you're doing things, you're depleting your own energy instead of you connecting to higher intelligence, to God, to universe, and let that higher intelligence give you energy that will go through your 3rd chakra towards other people, so that energy works through you, not from you. And this is the thing that often happens with healers, and it's why they end up being a bit messed up, not really balanced. And it's because of the lack of the understanding that it's not our job to fix somebody. It's not our job to help somebody and to jeopardize our own energy and our own health. If you heal somebody, it will be because they are ready to be healed and they have summoned you into their life as a physical manifestation of their healing. They could have manifested something else. They could have manifested a book that would give them answers and certain practice that they would do and heal themselves. But no, they chose you. They chose the experience of being healed through your help. But it's very important that healers don't mistake who is actually healing. It's not the healer that is healing. It's the higher intelligence through you and through that person, because that person has opened up to be healed. And the bare manifestation of how that will happen will maybe be through you. But it will not be you who is healing the person. It will be higher intelligence through your hands, through your 3rd chakra. And when you act in that way, you don't deplete your energy. You just become a channel through which the healing can occur for that person. But it's not your doing. Don't get me wrong. It is your talent to be the one who will channel the energy, and through your hands that will happen. But don't mistake the fact that the healing happens from the higher intelligence, and you are just a means, a tool through which that happens. And when you start seeing the process of healing in that way, it will bring you so much more balance, and you will feel a lot better because your own energy won't be depleted in the process. Especially if you have clients who are very energy absorbent, who just suck energies in. I actually had that happen with one client many years ago when I was still learning my techniques with working with people. It was actually theta healing that I was doing at the time, and it was very important for me at that point to learn this lesson. I was just starting to do this type of work very intensely, and it was my lesson right at the beginning, and I'm truly grateful that I learned it right off the bat. Because I see a lot of people doing this type of work, coaching people, doing energy healing, doing energy psychology, everything that I'm doing as well, but they're doing it as in a way that they feel that they have to do something, they have to put in the work, they have to put in the effort. And that's why they feel depleted, they feel empty after they finish working with people. That never happens to me. I actually get the opposite effect. I get filled. I get so fulfilled from that work because I'm not using my own energy to help somebody. I'm using the higher intelligence to get whatever it is needed for that person to get. And just allow that the process of getting everything that that person needs goes through me, which actually leaves me with having the same resources that we gave to that person. So instead of depleting myself, I fill myself. And I feel that this lesson is important for you, Pal 4. I don't mean to be condescending or anything. I just want to share with you my experience, which is vast. I work with people for plenty of years now, and I've been through every single possible situation, and I've been in your situation as well. That's why I'm seeing it, and that's why I just wanted to get it out there for those of you who feel that this might be helpful for you, okay? And let's continue, because I feel like I'm getting a bit off, but I'm really not. I'm feeling that this is something you need to hear. But anyway, with the companion, you're probably, because you are such a good person, you're probably not seeing that some people may not have your best interest, and you're never, regardless, you are still willing to help those people, which is very, very beautiful, Pile 4. Because I feel that is definitely an attribute of great people who do not have resentment, who do not have guilt or blaming who don't go blaming other people, but they see their soul and they see how they can help by being different than other people. Everybody else would react maybe through fighting or blaming each other, and you will do probably exact the opposite. You will give love to that person. And even though I said it might be out of balance, but you do have this attribute that is very divine, very angelic, and very beautiful in its essence. So I don't think you should change that. And I just feel that with this compassion, you should just take care whether you're depleting yourself or not. So that would be the general message that I wanted to get through to you. And with this freeing the will, I'm getting that you are definitely somebody who will always be a support. You will be a person that supports other people. You will be the one to give a kind word when somebody needs to hear it. You will be the one who will do a nice gesture for somebody who needs to have it. And it will not be a problem for you. You would be somebody who understands that sometimes all it takes is a kind word. Sometimes all it takes is to give somebody $1. Sometimes all you need is to maybe listen and not talk. And this is what you give to people. This is where you shine. You're such a caring and nurturing person. Whether you work with kids or maybe some troubled teens or whatever. I feel that this is your strong side, your softness and your gentleness and your compassion, and you should keep doing that. Just keep in mind the little thing about depleting yourself, because it will definitely work miracles if you really understand how to do that without depleting yourself. Let's see what tarot can tell us. What makes you shine? Pile 4. What do we need to know? We have the Strength card. Beautiful. Beautiful. We have the Son of Fire, which is the Knight of Wands. What else? We have the Mage. That will be the Magician. Just gonna move that a bit because I feel like it's out of frame. Okay, it's actually fine. Okay. What else? What makes you shine? Pile 4. We have the Chariot. That's 3 major arcanas here for you. We have the Star. It's the 4th one. Yeah, you're definitely a healer, Pile 4, in some way. And we have, again, major arcana. No, sorry, it's 8 of... Yeah, it's major arcana. Sorry, 8. So, again, what I feel here is that a lot of you who chose Pile 4 are really talented healers. And whether that healing is maybe you're a social worker or a kindergarten teacher, or maybe you're a proper energy healer, a shaman, or whatever, maybe a tarot card reader, you are somebody who is very gentle, and that gentleness is your strength. You are strong in your gentleness, and that is a perfect balance to be in. And I feel with all this major arcana that came out for you, that you're just gonna help more people as time goes by. This is your calling. This is something you should be doing. This is something that is your purpose. And if you have any doubts about it, this reading is your confirmation that this is your calling. This is your dharma. So your path, your soul purpose, your soul mission in this life. And I feel you have every possible tool to be able to help other people and to be able to see the good and bad in everybody and find the middle path. This is what you can do. This is your capability. And you're the one that can heal the unhealable. You are the one that can let go of the things that are impossible to let go. You're the one that can forgive even the things that are unforgivable. This is your strength. This is your capability. And because of that, you bring such grace and such mercy to other people and to this world. And you're the one that really adjusts the scales. So you're the one who brings balance to this harsh world, into this harsh environment. You are the one who decides to act in compassion when the whole world is being aggressive, abusive. You choose to do the opposite. And that's why you bring balance. You adjust the scales. And you bring the justice. You bring the equilibrium to the world. Your compassion is so strong that one person that is compassionate as you are can erase the works of 1,000 aggressive other people. That's how strong your compassion is. And with the Knight of Wands here, I feel that you are always wanting to go further and you never stop. You feel like you have so much to do in this life and so many people to help. And you don't think about quitting. You don't think about what's the cost of this job, what's the cost of this calling. You just want to do it and you keep on doing it. Pile 4. I really like your reading. This is amazing. If you are a healer or if you help people in this way, continue doing that because you are a gem in this harsh world. You are a priceless little diamond that can do miraculous things. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you in the next reading. Bye. Hello, Pile 5. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Hematite crystal and you chose my tarot cards, which are called My Way Tarot. And I do apologize, I only have the Croatian version here. There is an English version as well, but I don't have it with me currently. But I'm still gonna translate everything for you so you'll know what the cards mean. If you're interested in buying the cards, you can find the link in the description box and you can check out my other decks as well if you like them. We're gonna take a few oracle cards to start with, and then we're gonna clarify with the tarot. But first, we're gonna take a look at your crystal, the hematite you chose, to see what can I get from it. So what I'm getting is that you, Pile 5, are somebody who is incredibly strong, incredibly resilient. You are so capable, so tough that I feel that nothing can stand in your way. I feel that you have made something of yourself and you have worked hard and you gave your all and you invested everything and it finally paid off. And you've proven to yourself that you can go a long way if you decide to put the effort and put the time in. And I feel like a lot of people aspire to be you. I feel like you are financially or business-wise very successful. And I feel that you may even give lectures or maybe hold some seminars to help people get the knowledge that you have and just to be able to hear your experiences and how you came about to be who you are today. So I'm getting a really strong pile here, somebody who is fierce, who is unstoppable, and who backs down from nothing, which is very admirable, Pile 5. But let's get into the reading itself. We're gonna start with the archetype cards. We're gonna take 2 of them to see what makes you shine, Pile 5. We have the beggar. Confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival. I knew it. Awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. Beautiful. So you're definitely not a beggar in terms of begging. You are definitely somebody who has learned to be abundant. Let's see what else. We have the mystic. Revels in intimate union with the divine. Beautiful. Okay. Next, we're gonna take 2 cards from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle cards. What makes you shine, Pile 5? We have the mouse. So this card came up in 2 other piles as well, which is very interesting that it comes up so often in today's reading. And what else? What makes you shine, Pile 5? And the bear. Oh my God, we have that exact combination, I think, in Pile 2 or 3. Or maybe not, I don't know. But if any other pile, like 2, 3, or 4, was also appealing to you, if you wanted to check it out, do check it out, because those two cards come out as those 3 piles as well. So 2, 3, and 4, and again in your pile as well. Next, we're gonna take 2 cards from the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. What makes you shine? Pile 5. We have Diana, focused intention. Of course, I should have expected that. Think about what you desire. Set your sights high. Expect the best possible outcome. This totally fits into your personality, as I felt you are with the hematite crystal. And one more, what makes you shine? We have Sanat Kumara, light activation. Shine your light. Your eternal guidance is coming through loud and clear. This is what pile 1 also got. So if that pile felt you should check it out, then go and do that. Then we're gonna take 4 cards from another deck, and this is Healing Cards, the Conspiracy deck. It is not so well known. I actually stumbled upon it by accident, and I will name the cards in the description, so if you guys like the deck, you can check it out. I don't know where you can buy it. I bought it at a local store with crystals and cards, so I'm not really informed on where you can actually get them, but I feel that you can find it if you decide to, especially you pile 5 with the focused intentions. I feel you can manifest anything. Let's see, what makes you shine? We have initiation. What else? You have good fortune. Should have expected that. You pile 5. You're like Midas. I'm surprised that Midas didn't come out from the archetype cards, because I feel like everything you touch, you turn to gold. This is one of your talents, definitely, without any doubt. We have the power struggle. It was expected as well. And we have grace. Beautiful. So pile 5, what makes you shine? Let's start with the mouse and the bear, because they are the stars of today's reading in many piles, not just yours. So you're somebody who is so super detail oriented that nothing escapes your sight, nothing escapes your vision, and you know everything that there is to know about the thing you're doing, whether it's your job, whether it's your private life, whether it's your health. You are so well informed, and you're so enmeshed, you're so into everything you do, that you have a lot of knowledge and a lot of understanding on many different topics. So you are involved in every process that has to happen from your idea to your goal. And you are in every single aspect of it. You are involved in it. And you know every little gritty detail about it. And because of that, I feel, pile 5, that you always prepare yourself very well. And that is why in your life you have achieved a lot, because your preparation has helped you so many times, has proven so incredibly useful to you, that any situation that happens, all the knowledge and all the preparation you did previously fits so perfectly for you to reach your goals. There is nothing that can surprise you. There is nothing that can catch you off your feet. You're so well prepared in advance. And because you have so much knowledge, I feel that any situation you find yourself into, you are predominant. You are so dominating over other people, but not in a way that you are aggressive. It's just that your presence there and your knowledge, it's so high above everybody else. It's so a few levels above everybody else that nobody can get to you. And with the beggar here, I'm just jumping a bit, but I have to address this. With the beggar here, you feel so empowered to other people that they look up to. They want to be you. Because you are the role model, the ideal of empowerment to many people. And with the bear here, what I'm getting is that you have so much strength in you. You have so much endurance. Sorry, guys. That I feel that you just keep going forward. And there, like I said, there is nothing that can stop you. You are the bear. You are the one that dominates. If you go down a path, it's better for everybody else to move. Otherwise, they'll be eaten. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just you're so overpowering with your determination, with your presence, with your focused intention, which we have here with Diana, is that nobody can match you. That's how empowered you are. And why is that? Because you have found a good balance between trusting life, that everything that comes to you is an opportunity to grow, for you to learn something. And I feel that failure for you is just a path towards success, while other people see failure as the end. That's it. There's no going forward. You see failure in the eye and you say to it, bring it on. Let's see what you can do. And then you just smack the hell of it and say, is that all you got? I'm going to go further. It's a bit funny because I feel that you have so much strength that it's unbelievable. There's so much that you can do. You've already accomplished a lot, but there's so much more that you can do. It's ridiculous, okay? It's really ridiculous that this type of strength, this type of empowerment can be present in a person. I'm in awe, Pile 5. I'm in awe of you. And I bet that this is the way that a lot of people feel when they see you, when they know about you. They are in awe of you. With the Sun at Kumara here, the light activation, I feel that you are such a congruent person. If you don't know what congruent means, it means that you are so well aligned with your thoughts, emotions, actions, intention, and I feel that, and your purpose as well. And I feel that this is what sets you apart from other people, from even other successful people, because you have that congruent behavior. And because of it, you are such a strong presence. You are so dominant. Nobody can live up to you, actually. When they put 5 successful people on the stage, if you came up to them, they will fall behind the curtain. They won't be even visible because of your strong presence. That's how powerful you are. And with the focused intention, I see that it doesn't take much for you to manifest things in your life, because you're so devoted to walking the path towards your success that nothing that comes as an obstacle can actually deter you from your path. Like I said, you look the obstacle in the eye and say, is that all you got? Move over. It's ridiculous, you know? It's amazing to see that type of energy present in this reading. And it is truly amazing, Pile 5. With the initiation here, I feel like you have been invited in a very small circle of people who have this ability, who have this incredible strength and presence and unshakableness. And I feel that this is the reason why you have such good fortune, because you are deeply convinced that the good fortune is your right, that you are born into the world that is kind of owing you the good fortune. It's your born right to be fortunate, to be successful, to be wealthy. And I feel that it took you a while to get to that point. You probably had a lot of competition, a lot of rivals who wanted to see you burn, who wanted to see you fail. And there were a lot of power struggles with that. But somehow you rose above it. You stopped playing the game of power, who has the more overpowering role, and you stepped into the grace, you stepped into the meaning of life. If you understand what I want to say, you stepped into the role of somebody who understands that there is no rivalry, there is no competition. I am one and only, nobody can be me. And you are living your fullest potential. And that's why the power struggle stopped, because you stopped struggling, you stopped striving for power, and you found power within yourself. You understood and recognized all the resources and strengths and powers you have within yourself, and you knew that nobody can take that away from you. And I feel that that is your trick, that is your path to success. That is how you came to be who you are today. You stopped fighting and recognized that you have all the power within you, and from that place nobody can actually touch you. And as long as they're still struggling, still fighting for power, they can never live up to your level. They can never be at your level, because at your level there is no competition. And I feel that this is really amazing for you, Pile 5. Let's pull some tarot cards to see what makes you shine. You are a force of nature, really. I feel that about you. Wherever you show up, it's like a hurricane, like everything gets swept away. Yeah, of course, this is the King of Pentacles, so discipline, management, professionalism. So you are just so disciplined in everything you do. You set your goal and you walk all the steps towards your goal, no matter what comes in the way. You have such good discipline, and that is actually what sets you apart from other people. Instead of fighting for dominance, you dominate with your discipline. It's like the tale of the turtle and the rabbit. They were running a race and the rabbit was very fast, but when the rabbit actually exhausted himself, he lost the race because turtle was slow and consistent and preserved its strength to be able to finish the line. It didn't race the rabbit. It depended on durability and endurance. And that's what essentially led the turtle to be the winner. And the rabbit burned throughout the process. And that's what you're doing here. You stopped being the rabbit and you started being the turtle. I'm just so sad that the turtle is not here, but I understand why, because it has another meaning in this deck. But you stopped chasing and running and you started working with meaning, with results. And that is what made you who you are today. And other people are behind you because they're still running the race. It's just amazing, Pile 5. I'm so amazed by you. I'm so glad you picked my deck as well. We have the Four of Cups. I see that you are just uninterested, which is a good thing. You're uninterested in anything less than good fortune, anything less than being great. And that's why you thrive. That's why you set yourself apart from everybody else, because you don't have rivalry in your life. And you just remove yourself from every situation where there is a power struggle. What else? We have the Seven of Cups. I need to move that a bit so you can see. What else? We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Sun. And we have the Chariot. So instead of feeling stuck and fighting, you took another choice. You saw that you have many choices and you picked one, the one that you thought would bring you the most results, and it did. And then instead of spending your fortune and showing off to other people, you decided to reinvest the fortune you got. And that is why you are so great today, because you didn't take the results, the fortune you got from your efforts, and just spend it on anything. You decided to invest so the fortune could grow, so you could have more, and that you would be taken care of for the rest of your life. Because that's what I feel here, that like you are taken care of for the rest of your life, or if you still aren't, you will be soon. And with the Sun, I feel that you turned away from anything and anybody that brought drama to your life, and you just decided to work your way to the top. And you had such determinacy. You had such willpower to do so. And with the Bear and with the Chariot here, I feel that nothing could deter you from your way, and that's why you're so successful in this. If you're still not in this identity here, you soon will be Pile 5, because you are in the making of this person. You are becoming this person. Just keep doing what you're doing. You're doing everything. Not just perfectly, you're doing it amazingly. And just keep doing it. Pile 5, this was such a pleasure. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being able to do this reading for you and to show you how amazing you truly are. And I hope that I see you in the next reading. Bye.